You're listening to Geekradio at KPFK 90.7 FM, Los Angeles 98.7 FM, Santa Barbara 93.7 FM, San Diego, and 99.5 Ridgecrest. Of course, we're streaming online at kpfk.org, which is where I listen to it. We cover all aspects of geek pop culture, including film, television, comic books, gaming, and more. Today, we're going to be covering an awesome crossover. We got a nice live review, so you guys will be able to watch a video of this and more. I'm one of your hosts, MTR, also known as Matt the Rat.
And Tiffany from Comics After Dark.
Oh, yeah, I'm from Comics After Dark, too.
Patrick, not from Comics After Dark.
Sergio Willis, comic book reader, writer, filmmaker.
Do you have a website?
I'm on Facebook. Yeah, actually,
okay.
YouTube, Sons of Legend.
Oh, there you go. We'll go ahead and look him up on YouTube. Sons of Legend?
Mm-hmm. Sons
Okay.
of Lesbian. Sons of Legend.
Well, we're going to start this off with a bang. Sergio, you brought me some awesome things for my PlayStation. I appreciate it so much. It was over $100 worth of stuff. You're so generous and so kind. What did you get me?
Moving on. This is Skylanders Imaginators. I've been collecting this for a while, you know, the figures and all that. You put the figures on the little portal thing, and then they magically come into the video game. And they start off with Spyro, but I guess Activision has actually, you know, apparently abandoned Spyro because I don't see him anywhere in any of the boxes or anything this time around. So a moment of silence for Spyro.
I always incorporated Spyro with the Skylanders series. I always did, because it was the only characters that I knew were coming out with it. But do you think maybe they're expanding for Skylanders so they could have, like, classic stuff that they don't incorporate anymore for PlayStation, like Crash?
Well, he's featured prominently in the cartoon, so I don't know what the hell they're
There's
doing.
a Spyro cartoon?
There's a Skylanders Academy or something cartoon.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it's a Netflix original, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I got this particular version because I saw that Crash Bandicoot was in it. He hasn't been in a video game since like forever. I think his series has kind of suffered over the years, kind of like a certain speedster, a blue spiky-haired speedster who's been,
Sega.
They've kind of, you know, they're trying to bring Sonic back. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. So I went to GameStop and I started paying on this. I pre-ordered it. Yeah, I figured that way I wouldn't feel so bad when I saw how much it all came up to.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much is it?
It's like $108.
Oof.
Wow.
But at least you got a bonus character as well, correct?
Yeah, Chaos. Yeah, the villain. I was walking out the store and the cashier ran after me. He's like, "Sir, you forgot your pre-order." I was like, "Oh, I'm getting something this time," because I know they used to give you, you know, things, T-shirts.
Like T-shirts, yeah.
Now you just get like a little code to unlock some extra character or something, or a gun in Gears of War. You know?
Yay!
That's what you get for your.
Because that's totally what's worth my $100 is that extra DLC. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, this is a lot of bang for your buck. So I'm gonna go ahead and do I guess I'll open it up. I've never.
Now, real quick, for some people that may not know about the game, what is the game about?
Well, you are. I don't know what the storyline is this time. I know this time the different thing about this one is you can make your own characters apparently, and for $50 you can actually have your own original character created.
Oh, okay.
You can get a shirt, you can get cards and all that stuff. But something about, because from what I remember, some villain is doing something. And, you know, and the Skylanders, some ancient Skylanders, which are called the Imaginators, you know, I guess a little marketing thing where you know, these, and there's some sensei characters, and you have to actually buy these characters, I guess, to get certain things. You know, it's kind of a cash wall. I mean, it really is. It's, you know, I don't know, some of the things that they do in these games is like, oh, okay, I got to get this character to go in this level and this character to go in this door, but I like it because it's accessible, unlike some of the games that are out now. I mean, you know, anybody can pretty much play. There's no online play in this one. The last Skylanders game actually had a racing game in it where you could actually go online and race like Mario Kart with other people.
Oh, awesome.
But I don't know why they don't do like an online. Maybe it's because the kids, I think they're kind of afraid.
Maybe. I mean, that's why we have Disney Infinity, because you know that's like a kid-friendly place to go. And I don't think you're actually, through the Wii U, you're not allowed to physically talk to someone with a microphone. I think it's just straight up like you're playing online people and that's bad.
Yeah,
So let's go ahead. Let's crack this bad boy open and see what we got inside.
Anybody got a razor or knife?
I do not. I have keys.
Actually, never mind.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, I don't
There you
want
go.
to
That
decapitate myself trying to open
that
this thing.
fresh box smell. Ah, look. I think it has
It's
a.
like gasoline.
Now, real quick, see the box. What characters that we got? We got Master Kingpin. We got the Creation Crystal, which I'm gonna guess is what you're actually gonna be using in order to create the characters. Of course, it has the game as well. Oh no, let me check it out real quick. I apologize. It also has the Golden Queen,
She
Dr.
was a
Neo
villain in the
Cortex,
last game.
and Crash Bandicoot. At least with the actual
I'm not gonna
packaging
take
of
this
it.
out because I'm gonna have a hard time getting back in. I already have like 2 of these portals at home, and I don't know why they just don't
Okay,
make.
it has the portal pad.
Yeah, and I already have like 2 of these at home from the other Skylanders games.
That's for you to play with multiple players, though, right? Can't you do that? Right?
You just put the
Well, you know,
figures on
they
it.
make,
You put the figures on it.
whenever a new game comes out, they always include the portal in case it's the first time you bought one. But
it's-
with when Disney Infinity was around, one of the things they did do is for people that have multiple portals, they ended up adding like a 4-player level, so you could plug in 2 of the portals. But
Oh,
who
really?
knows? Yeah, save them. You never know when you might need it.
And yeah, I don't know. They and I got to install this thing. It's gonna take forever. My internet is like slow as hell, so it's like 25 gigs before you could even play the game. And you know, back in the old days, you bought the game, you put it in, and you played it. Now
It's upgrading and
updates.
all
You gotta
these
wait like a
things.
day probably before I can. So I'll go home and go to work and let it install. So I guess this is a new thing. These crystals, which unlock
The
certain.
creator crystals.
I don't want to break this thing. Certain powers that you can only get when you have certain crystals. I read IGN. I think they said that there's some. I won't go back in. They said something about if you don't have certain crystals, then you won't be able to add certain parts to your characters. So that's kind of a bummer. But as long as I have Crash Bandicoot, I'm happy. And this guy, I'm really surprised that they're letting you play as him because he's a villain. They teased you in the last game because you you saved him, then he's walking around, and you think that they're gonna let you play as him, but they don't. So I guess they did it for this one.
Well, we'll go ahead and we will have a review on that once you actually get to play the game, which will probably be in like 2 or 3 weeks. We'll be back in.
3 weeks. I'm gonna be playing it tomorrow.
Well, I meant
okay.
for a full review.
Okay.
So let's go ahead. Let's get into. There's a huge crossover happening, you guys.
And what is that?
It is with the Justice League and the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes.
Not this new this Power Ranger thing that's happening
Movie?
in the movie. Don't get me started.
They don't really look like Power Rangers.
So Boom Studios and DC Universe are like combining.
Exactly. And the cool thing about this is the story that we're going to have Jason, which is the Red Ranger, correct? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Who's the Red Ranger again? Oh my God, I forgot. Jason is Jason from the Power Rangers is actually going to be meeting up with everybody over at the Justice League. So what's happening is something malfunctions and Zach actually gets transported over to the DC universe. From there, the Power Rangers are trying to figure out how to pull their buddy back while Zach unfortunately has to deal with Batman.
Yeah.
Of course, Batman's the first person to be there. But here are some of the variant covers that you guys are going to get. You're going to get Batman with the Pink Ranger. You're going to get Cyborg with the Blue Ranger. You're going to get the Flash with the Black Ranger. You're going to get John Stewart, Green Lantern. Got to make sure that is correct. John Stewart, Green Lantern with the Yellow Ranger. Superman with the Green Ranger. Yeah. Even though technically the Red Ranger was the leader and then somehow the Green Ranger coup d'etat that. But and Wonder Woman with the Red Ranger.
And no Aquaman anywhere in sight. Apparently.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Poor Aquaman.
Yeah.
But yeah, so once they finally
no one
meet,
wants to hang with Aquaman.
I know, right? Once they finally meet, it's going to be interesting. So does that mean, first off, this is going to be a 5-issue miniseries. Do you guys have a feeling that maybe Rita Repulso will try to head on over to the DC universe?
I'm pretty sure because without Rita, there's like no Power Rangers.
It's true, but what about Goldar and Zed? It depends.
Well, who will they fight? Are they gonna?
Well,
the Power Rangers gonna be in the DC universe?
Yeah,
Or are
they're gonna go over
so,
to
like,
save Zach.
I'm guessing they're gonna deal with whatever.
Well, they have
villains
to.
over there.
They have to fight the Justice League first, like every great crossover. all the heroes fight each other before they team up against the
Yeah.
villain, right? So we can expect probably issue 2.
Like, who the hell are you?
Let's fight each other.
I know, and of course, like,
Well, especially if they meet Batman first, he's not going to
'cause
trust them.
Batman's gonna take what is that thing called, the morpher?
Yeah.
And he's gonna want to analyze it and tinker it and
What
probably
is this?
break it. Why does it need a stupid coin and like flip it away? Like Batman's gonna go to town. Poor Zach. I feel so bad for him. Like if there's one person you don't want to run to in the DC universe, even if you're like a good guy, it's gonna be Batman because he's automatically assuming you're a bad guy.
Yeah, but as
You're
soon
in
as he
my
finds
town.
out that Zach's mom's name is Martha, I'll stop right there.
Done.
So what's gonna
Mic drop.
happen in the Power Rangers universe? Who's gonna be fighting the villains? Is it gonna be Bulk and Scully?
Well, see that's what I'm curious about. Is like, first off, in the comic books, Tiffany, you read the comic books, correct?
Yes.
Or is it Rita and Zed, or who's the big baddies in it right now?
Well, the first volume, it's with Rita.
But Zed's nowhere to be found.
Nah, I think he's coming in the second volume.
Okay.
He's been shown. And then, like, with the Pink Ranger comic, it's with Gold. She's dealing with Goldar.
Okay.
So,
So this is actually going to be coming on January 11th of 2017. So by that time, Zed might be introduced. So maybe we'll get Zed over to the DC universe, as well as if we're gonna have bad guys. Who would you want as bad guys taking on the Power Rangers? What would you like to see?
Dark side, I guess.
I'd like to see Clayface.
huh.
Because then he would like form into like a Power Ranger.
What
And then
was
maybe from there,
Sandman?
Sandman?
Yeah.
Sandman.
Isn't he in the DC, or am I thinking somebody?
I think you're thinking of Marvel.
Oh.
Because
The DC Sandman is the dream.
yeah,
mystical
that's
guy.
the Neil
Oh,
Gaiman
oh,
Sandman.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's two different. Oh yeah, I didn't think
Two
about
of everything.
that. Oh, wow. Okay. What about you, Patrick? Pat.
Or the
Oh,
Scarecrow.
yeah, go there. Anyone? I think if they're going to run into Batman first, I'd like to see some Batman villains, but maybe not some of your typical ones. I don't necessarily need to see the Power Rangers versus the Joker.
That's true.
That would be too dark for them.
Yeah, I think so.
Dark and scared. I'm joking.
But will the DC characters go into the Power Rangers universe and talk to
Oh, dude, wouldn't that be great? Like the Joker terrorizing is it Garden Grove?
yeah. No, Angel Grove.
Angel
Garden
Grove.
Grove.
Garden
different
Grove
place.
is in California.
I thought that's where they got the name from. It's like Los Angeles, Garden Grove. You had it together.
Angel
Got Angel Grove, right? Right? No, am I wrong? All right, whatever. But yeah, I'm excited. Of course, I will be picking up. We'll probably do a full review on that once it releases. So keep an eye out for that, January 11th, 2017. Huge news, which is totally a freaking rumor. I'm a little upset about it, but hey, it happened. Anna Kendrick is supposedly going to be playing the role of Robin in the Batman movie. And then the next Batman movie is going to be Beware the Batman, and then the movie after that is going to be every other Batman television series. What other
Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond. Oh, don't tell me that. I really would like a Batman Beyond
That's what
We've
movie.
been talking about that for a long time, though.
But yeah, Anna Kendrick is supposedly in talks.
What's your
And-
problem with her?
It's not her. I just don't really care for the Carrie
Come on,
Kelly
man.
character in general.
She's perfect. She's pitch
For
perfect.
Carrie Kelly? Wow.
Yeah.
You just set yourself up for the joke and that's it. I don't, like I said, I don't care much for the Carrie Kelly character. They use her very well with The Dark Knight Returns, but play her horrifically with The Dark Knight Strikes Back and The Master Race.
Yeah, but with Ben Affleck writing it, he could turn her character around.
Yeah, well, do you guys feel like there's possibly a better person to fit the role of Robin, Carrie Kelly version of Robin?
I have a question. I heard that in Batman versus Superman, I don't know if it's in the extended version, that you see the case where Robin's costume is.
Yes, which is the Jason Todd.
Oh, okay.
Jason Todd Robin, which would mean that we could probably get a Red Hood movie as well if we really wanted to. But yeah, is there anybody better? Who's that little girl that was like all grown up now and she's like Little Miss Sunshine? Who's that girl?
Oh.
I want her to be Robin. I picture her more as Robin to me.
She went into more of the indie films now. She
Yeah.
hasn't
but-
done anything big.
Well, then congratulations. She can make it big in a Warner Brothers film. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not happy with this
Did
choice.
you want-
I haven't been happy with anything Warner
Would you
Brothers
want-
has been
what's her
choosing.
name?
Hit Girl.
Yeah, Hit Girl, Chloe Moretz.
Yes! Yeah,
want her
that's
to
the person
think
that I
would probably
want.
be the good
The
choice.
vampire girl from Let Me In.
What's
Yeah,
that?
she played
Yeah,
the vampire.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that, because Joey, is it Mangelo?
Joey Manganiello.
Manganiello?
Can't pronounce his name. He's
I don't
Italian. That's all I know.
Anyways,
He's Italian.
in this character, he plays. If you guys haven't seen How I Met Your Mother, he plays like the quote unquote sexy guy, and like always like, look at my 6-pack abs, and like very obnoxious person. So when I think of him, I think of that character from How I Met Your Mother. Not him as Deathstroke. I'll tell you that much. So
Oh, he was
Pee Wee
in Magic
Herman's movie,
Mike
too.
as well.
He's in a new Pee Wee Herman movie too.
is he?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a new Pee Wee Herman movie?
Yeah. Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, they're bringing those back. Are they good?
It's funny.
Is
He only
it?
came out with like one movie.
Yeah, it was just a
Alright.
movie. It wasn't like
It was a
Pee-wee's
Netflix
Playhouse. It was.
movie.
I would rather have Pee Wee's Playhouse back. I'm not gonna lie.
They have the Pee Wee's Playhouse, but the old episodes on Netflix.
Do they?
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to
I
watch
watch them all the
those.
time.
So anybody else? Anybody feel like there's maybe a better?
I don't really have a problem with her. I mean, she's a pretty good actor. She's
I also
entertaining
haven't
me.
seen Pitch Perfect, so maybe.
What?
How dare you?
Did you?
You can't
did
pass
you-
judgment.
I
until
know,
I
you
was
you
gonna
can't
say,
pass
do I need to
judgment.
watch it?
Yeah,
All right,
I'll
then.
lend it to you for my
Maybe.
private
Plus, you
collection.
didn't see her in that George Clooney movie where she
Up in
was
the Air?
nominated.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you need to catch up
Yeah,
before
I
you
need to
can
catch
All
make the
right,
call.
Before you
I
can judge her.
apologize. I
And then
apologize.
if you still don't like her, we'll
And
vote
then
for
she was
Hit
in
Girl.
Scott Pilgrim. She played the sister.
Oh yeah, the sister. That's you have to you have to beat 11 evil exes. It's 7. Oh, that's not that bad. I have to admit that is my favorite part in that. If you guys haven't heard, PlayStation VR released, and plenty of people are puking
And why are they puking?
because PlayStation don't got their stuff together. That's why. I actually played VR at Long Beach Comic Con.
But it wasn't PlayStation.
It wasn't PlayStation. It was through the HTC Vive, and I have to admit, clean, didn't make me sick, fun, worked just like I'm looking at you guys left and right now. It was pitch perfect, and they say with the lag time and
Like
stuff.
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick.
Stop! I knew you were gonna do that. Damn it! But PlayStation released VR, and it's getting a lot of people sick. There's lag on it. There's a lot of things that go into VR, and on top of it, I've actually seen some of the gameplay for some of these games. Not
not
the
that
greatest.
great.
I'm not gonna say it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like with PlayStation, they just threw in the VR and then they did little tweaks to the video games to make it VR game
Yep. So-
compatible. So it's like,
Yeah. We won't really see anything that takes advantage of
yeah.
the technology
They
until
haven't-
probably like
they haven't
another year or
made
two.
an actual VR game for
Yeah.
PlayStation.
So some of the games are Combat League, Until Dawn, VR World, Driver Club, Batman Arkham, Valkyrie, The Playroom, Battlezone, Here They Lie. Those are some of the games amongst many, many more. The one that I actually wanted to play was Resident Evil 7, but the footage that I saw was for Batman Arkham VR. Of course, that would be the first thing I go to. And it wasn't impressive. You know what it
Sure,
felt like
too.
while watching it?
2-hour game.
It felt like, did anybody play the Kinect here, the Xbox Kinect?
Oh yeah, I have a Connect.
Yeah, it felt like the Kinect if you didn't have to move your legs.
yeah.
That's what it felt like. You know the Kinect Adventures where you do the handball thing?
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. So you mean I just have to hold the trigger and it's like throw batarang and you move your hand to throw the batarang? Missed. It's like that's it.
It
That's
was just
all
like
you
a
got?
flick of a wrist.
You need
That
to
was
move
it.
too for most of the games. You have to have them. I mean, you gotta buy. You really need to get the bundle if you're gonna get it. You can't
Some.
just.
Yeah, you
But,
can't
like-
cheap it out on it.
Most of the games you require you have to have the camera, which I don't have. I'm like, what the hell? You gotta
Yeah,
get the camera.
I had
you gotta
all
get
that, but then I just got tired of it.
the-
It
you gotta
wasn't
buy again.
challenging.
You gotta buy it again though if you want to use the VR.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get VR because until they make something for it,
That
like
actually
they,
looks good. That-
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it because
And there's so many wires.
A
If you see how
Batman
many
game.
wires you got to plug into that thing, there's so many wires.
Well, see, that was the selling factor for me was that they were making a VR Batman game. I was gonna finally be able to be Batman, and you're more like.
yeah, I'm pretty
like
sure
wheelchair Batman. Like you don't get to move anywhere, and you just move your arms, and that's it. You're not allowed to move. So I found it.
Early
Not
adopters,
good.
they're getting used to the technology. You got to give them some time. But there's problems with it, too. I've heard that aside from the people throwing up, there's some issues with the, I guess, the calibration or something because the camera, well, not I guess it leans to the left or
the
something.
VR vision of it leans to the left.
Yeah, they probably have to tweak it or something. Hopefully it won't be a big issue,
Yeah, well, there's one of the big reasons I wanted to at least grab the VR was not only Batman Arkham, but I also wanted to do Doom. Like Doom was the big one that's been amazing on the computers. It's looked beautiful. Doom on a computer at 4K at the 60 frames per second?
It can trick the thing into doing like higher frame rates too. I read something about that.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And
Yeah.
they'll max out the card to like 72 frame rates per second, and it just looks beautiful. So those are some of the things that I wanted to actually start collecting and start doing for the VR. And I'm disappointed. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully, when everything starts coming out and things get a little bit better, I'll jump on the VR bandwagon. But who knows? We'll have to wait till later on.
Next year for me,
Right?
Yeah, around summertime probably.
Oh, not around January when all the sales come?
But
Yeah.
the new Nintendo machine is coming out in March. I gotta save it for that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The Nintendo NX?
NX, yeah.
NX, there you go. Well, you guys, we are currently in pledge, so go ahead and call up 818-985-5735. That's 818-985-KPFK. We're the only geek radio show in the Los Angeles area, the San Diego area, the Santa Barbara area, and the Ridgecrest area. So, it would help us out a lot. And, not only keeping the lights on at KPFK, but us providing this awesome content for you, being able to talk about all comic books, movies, geek culture, all that good stuff would not be... It wouldn't be able to happen without your support. So go ahead and call up 818-985-5735. That is 818-985-KPFK. Of course, you could also do it at kpfk.org, but the thing is that it won't be during our time slot. Yes, it gets given to the radio station, but it's not. You can't trace the money back from where it comes from. So it would help. It would mean the world to us if you could go ahead and donate some money, $25, $5, $10, $1, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. We're up late. We're glad that you guys are up late. We're here to talk geek. We're here to stay up late with you and make you guys feel so comfortable and hopefully not playing VR and puking all over the place.
Yeah, take all that money we're going to spend on VR and give it,
exactly.
give it to KPFK.
Or the money you're gonna buy for your new Skylander thing, you could just give it to us. It's okay. Give it to us at kpfk.org, or of course 818-985-5735. Well, you guys, we got something awesome that just happened this past week. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but Patrick, aka Pat, is extremely excited about what dropped this past week. Rogue One trailer number 2 dropped.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Just
my
absolutely
Lord.
Unbelievable. I was sleeping and I started hearing my phone going off because all my friends on the East Coast were watching it, and so they were posting on Twitter.
They
about
were
it.
crying and
They
being
were
like,
all
"Oh,
crying,
why is she
absolutely.
watching this?"
And I heard about 5 or 6 tweets, and I just didn't want to look, and I finally looked. I'm like, oh my God, they're watching Rogue One, and that's about all I did that day. I must have watched it 30, 40 times. Just can't get enough. And
Seeing Darth Vader at the end, it was like,
the movie
oh.
just can't get here soon enough.
No.
Look,
But we have like 2.5 months.
2 months away. We're 2 months away.
I was surprised with the Forrest Whitaker character, where like
A cyborg or something.
Yeah.
Partially a cyborg.
I was like, what? Why his legs are cut off? Oh my God!
That's why he had
why,
that staff.
Why are they cut off?
And
I
any
want to know.
Jedis in this? In any at all or
No.
no?
No.
No Jedi.
I heard. Well, there's one person that is blind and follows the Force, but he doesn't have the Force. He just believes in the
Yeah.
Force. So I don't know if he was. There's
He
so
probably
many.
just feels it, but he can't use it because he's not a Jedi.
Yeah, well, maybe it is due to him being blind, since everything is hyphen. It's also him being Force sensitive as well, which I'm really curious as to. All these characters they're introducing, I have no freaking idea who they are. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to know more.
But that's half the fun.
please.
That's half the fun, And,
Will they explain it in the movie, or will it just be a
yeah,
footnote?
Absolutely. No, I think they will. I mean, it's going to be like any other kind of team movie where you got to spend, except not like Suicide Squad, where you got to spend a few minutes on each person getting to know who they are and where they fit in on the team. I think we're going to get some backstory on everybody.
Yeah, but it's really hard buying the new Star Wars toys now because I'm
I
like,
had no
who's
problem.
gonna?
I had no problem buying them.
I don't know. I'm like, who's this
I thought you
person?
did have a problem buying
Well,
them.
there's this. The money problem is the only problem, but
I was like, who's this? Is this guy gonna be very important or what?
You're
Or is
staring
it
at the
gonna be
toys.
nothing?
It's like
Or
playing
is he-
Russian roulette. Like, oh, which one am I gonna make it with? I don't know.
Well, I can tell you that unlike last year where they put out a few figures who didn't end up in the movie,
Yeah.
all the figures they put out this year are the characters from the team and
sure?
a bunch of Imperials.
You
Yes,
sure?
I am sure. You heard it here first.
How do you know?
I know.
The Force.
Oh.
It's like I have my sources.
Look, the thing with I'm also really curious as to, who's our main character in this?
Jyn Erso.
Say that one more time.
Jyn Erso.
Okay.
The lady, right?
Yeah.
The lady.
Yeah.
Her character, we had like a quick the dad telling her stuff, and then it flash forwards to her being an adult, and oh my, I can't believe I'm already invested in somebody just via a trailer. I was like, dude, this is gonna be amazing.
Plus, it gives you more because now she wants to go find her father because apparently he's like held captive maybe, or he's either helping them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. I was like, wow, I didn't know this movie was going to be about that too. So I just hope they don't like give out more than they should.
Well, I'm scared because once again, it for me, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care much for episode 7 because it felt like a New Hope mixed with a little bit of Empire.
retread.
And it's all
Well, I
over.
think that's what you're going to like about this one is that they didn't have to stick to the Skywalker family.
Yeah.
They really didn't have to stick to anything except for the idea of getting the plans to the Death Star. So they went in a
this is
totally
just
new direction.
all
I
new.
think, if episode 7 really wasn't what you were looking for, this might be it. This really might be it.
You think they'll show like a young Princess Leia?
I hope so.
It's rumored that there may
Yeah.
be, but her father's in it in a cameo.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, Bail Organa's in there. Jimmy Smits shows up.
No
Really?
way.
Yes, he confirmed that.
Wow.
It's a small role. It's a cameo, and we may or may not see Princess Leia. But that's the stuff I'm least interested in is seeing the actual connection. I'm excited to see something brand new in Star Wars,
Yeah.
brand new characters that we haven't seen before.
Brand new story.
But why give us this brand new story just to put out a Boba Fett movie and a Han Solo movie? Like, why not tap into? Why not even make a Star Wars Rebels movie?
You will probably see this movie cross over with Rebels in Rebels. I don't think you're going to see Rebels characters come over to the movie. But I guarantee if Rebels continues on past the 3rd season, you're going to see some crossover. Because right now in the Rebels timeline, they're still a little bit before Rogue One. So you could still see some of these characters show up in the cartoon almost as a prequel.
Do you think
to
it's going to catch up when it gets to December?
I absolutely think that's where they're going. Well, I don't know if it'll be December, but I think by the end of this year, they're going to have to catch up. They're getting closer and closer with each season.
That just made me so excited.
Did you like hit your chest?
I did the three. I did the Three Stooges. What?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm hoping for, and I know you'll want this too, but I'm just hoping somewhere in Rogue One in the background we see Chopper.
Oh, that just got me so excited. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at KPFK Geek Radio. Of course, drop us some feedback, man, at kpfkgeekradio@gmail.com. You can catch us on iTunes and Stitcher as well. Special thanks to composer Josiah Kavanaugh and Rose Sahib, editor Peter Carrizosa, of course, our producer Chris Siegel, and everybody at the KPFK People School of Broadcast. Until next time, you guys, keep on geeking on. Later!